What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my game room. It has been well over a year since I've been able to film a video from inside this room. It turned into more of like a gaming storage facility than an actual functioning gaming room quite a long time ago. But we are in the process of selling this house and we're looking for a bigger place, not just for my game collection, but in general, more closet space, bigger living room, all that kind of stuff. And over the last couple of weeks, we've been cleaning up the house, clearing it out to show it off to people. And I was able to get about half of my game room put into a U-Haul truck and clean it out so at least people can come in here. Clearly, there's still a lot of shit in here. I actually posted some photos to the Facebook fan page this past week showing like the U-Haul truck crammed full and then showing a photo of how much stuff was still in this game room. So you can feel free to go check those out. The link is in the About section down below. But yeah, so that's been my main focus now for the last couple weeks, getting this, place ready to sell, and we're hunting for a new house. So I've been very, very busy. I apologize for lack of maybe replying to certain comments or anything like that. I've still been trying to, keep up with everything, but it's hard. So, I have some pickups to show you. I did go garage selling today. Did get a few things. Not a whole lot because I had to actually get back here to work more on the house. So nothing super spectacular, but a few cool finds. And then I figured since I'm not going to have a lot to show you, I'll actually show you a few things that I've dug up in this room that I have not touched or seen for a year and a half-ish, or maybe even more. Just some cool, like, rare items, things in my personal collection. So we'll just get started. I'll show off some of the pickups, then I'll do the random game giveaway, winner announcement, and then we'll continue on with whatever the hell else I show in this video. So first off, myself and Jeremy went to a few garage sales and a few pawn shops today. I don't normally go to garage sales anymore that list, we have video games for this system and this system, because you have to be there, guaranteed first. And normally this place said do not come early, no early birds. So it's such a hard, thin line of like, when do you get there and not piss the people off, but still have a chance to actually get anything. The only reason why I even went to it is because it was less than a mile away from my house. So I figured it's not going to be too big of a bummer if we get there and the stuff is already gone. Surprisingly, we get there. There's a bunch of people already in their driveway. There's other people there that I know buy games that I see at garage sales. Yet there was still a decent amount of gaming stuff left. I'm not sure if they like cherry picked it and took like Pokemons and stuff from the DS stack. But regardless, I was able to get this bin of random items for 20 bucks. And it came with the bin too. And it had some really random crap in it. I actually took some of the stuff out, like there was a broken antenna for like a stereo system where the cable was cut on it. Like a coaxial cable for a TV, just some random crap. But this was everything that I kept in the bin. We have a copy of BioShock on the PS3. Some 360 controllers. All three of them work, and all of them have the battery holder on the back. We have two white ones, and then one Halo Reach, the special edition one, actually in very, very nice condition. A wired 360 headset that doesn't look like it was ever used. It still has like the twisty tie on it, perfectly wrapped up, so maybe they just never went online or played anything online. PlayStation Move controller set, the navigational controller and the wand with the camera. Like I said, it was a very odd bin. No system for any of those. Siphon Filter 2 on the PlayStation complete. That was the only original PlayStation game I saw. A PS2 controller. An original Xbox controller, which I had to hunt down the actual plug for it because it was disconnected. An HDMI cable. A PS1 with nothing. Just the system itself, but pretty clean. PS1s have now dropped down to, I think, $12 trade-in credit at GameStop, so they're getting pretty damn low. In fact, I think GameStop dropped all of their retro system and accessory trades except for a few random items, so I thought that kind of was weird. I mean, they dropped Super Nintendo and Nintendo's down. I can't imagine they're getting an influx of Super Nintendo systems traded in, even if they were. It's a pretty desirable item. A lot of people always want Super Nintendo systems. Back to this bin. The last thing that was in there was the coolest item, and it was a copy of Folklore but it's factory sealed. Never been opened, in good condition, no tears or anything in it, and cool game, one of the first RPG-ish games that came out on the PS3. I think a factory sealed one goes from like $30 to $50, so that alone in there was the really cool thing to find. Like I said, there was other stuff in the bin. There was some other games on a table, like some DS games, just sort of junk, but for $20, I thought that was awesome for having 3 360 controllers, this, and then just sort of the random other items in there made it worth it. We're going to take a real quick break from the pickups to announce this week's random game winner, and today I'm going to have this furry little bastard that lives in my beard help with the drum roll. Wood actually gave me this at Retropalooza last year. He said, "Hey, this looks like you. It's all furry and shit, so have it." So thank you, Wood, and Mr. Furry Little Bastard. Let's get going. The winner of this week's random game on whatever system they want is Sonic X568. Congratulations. Please send me a personal message either here on the YouTube page or on the Facebook fan page. The link to that is in the About section down below. And let me know what system you want your random game to be selected for and your shipping information, and I will get a game mailed off to you within the next week or two. And as always, Furry Little Bastard, there is a game giveaway this week as well, and all you have to do is be subscribed, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment down below. Comment can be about whatever, but the suggestion this week is, since I'm back in my game room, if you could have sort of anything in your game room, done to your game room, whatever, what would it be? Would you have like a friggin' arcade set up in one section? Would you have a trampoline? Doesn't matter. Let me know down below. For me, I would either like a 2-level game room that had like a walkway or something that you could go up, sort of like maybe like an old library, or sort of 2 rooms connected by like a little archway or tunnel, so it's sort of separated. You could do like all toys and then all your games or something. Anyways, that's just your suggestion. It can be about whatever. Just be subscribed, thumbs up the video, leave a comment down below. 3 simple steps. That's how you enter. And the winner is always announced the next Sunday's pickups video. You have until 11:59 p.m. this coming Friday to enter. And let's get back to the pickups now. So we left off at that really nice first sale that I went to with the $20 bin. From there, kind of a slow morning. We went to garage sales, then like thrift store, then garage sales, and like a pawn shop, and then garage sales, so it was all over the place. I picked up a Wii sensor bar for $3 at one little thrift store. At a pawn shop, I got Dead Space Extraction for $5. This also came out, I think it was Dead Space 2, like on the PS3. It was sort of an extra bonus thing that they just added on to it. You could use the Move controllers with it. But I've actually been looking for the Wii version again. I used to own it, and then when I got that version, I was like, okay, I don't need to own it anymore, but now I wanted it back, so happy to find that again. What else do we have? We have, oh, this was $10 at another pawn shop. So far everything I'm showing you right now is all pawn shop stuff, but Twilight Princess on the Wii. This is that good pawn shop I've been going to a lot recently that just sort of marks their games at either like $5 or $10 and they don't care. They just sort of want them gone. We have, oh, it's under this stuff. This, besides the bin of randomness, was the best find. For $5 a piece, I picked up Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. We have Mario Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is complete. Mario Sunshine obviously is just a disc only in a rental case. And then there's no manual for the Collector's Edition of Zelda, but still a great price. And then for $2 each, I got the Zelda Collector's Edition Strategy Guide and a copy of Wind Waker Strategy Guide. The Wind Waker game they said that they did have, but it had cracked in half, so they no longer had it. So that kind of sucked. But very good GameCube score. Don't really find a lot of GameCube games anymore in the sense of like a nice little bundle. It's usually like one here or there. And to kind of go back to like sort of the garage sale state of today, there was a lot of, I guess what I've sort of nicknamed consistent yard sellers, and those are the people that usually have a garage sale either at least once a month, if not every single weekend throughout the month. That can be a good thing because you could make connections and get to know them, and if they find any video game items, they might hold them for you or give you a good deal if you keep coming back and buying them. But today it was sort of the opposite. It was like all of the consistent sellers were just selling vacuums and bicycles, and they weren't some of the ones that I've really made good connections with. So, but I don't know, is that something in your area you guys see a lot? Do you have a lot of people that garage sale, or that do garage sales every weekend, or at least seems like, 2 times a month? I know we do have some laws in our area that prevent necessarily every single weekend if you do it at the same exact address. So I know some people around here, they'll move it to like friends' houses around the block. They just have like 3 or 4 houses they keep moving it to. But yeah, I guess let me know down below. That's another question for you guys, is do you have consistent sellers in your area, or at least a lot of them? Then at another pawn shop, geez, there was actually a lot of pawn shop stuff. Pokemon Black 2 and a 2DS, this is the second 2DS that I've picked up at all. Very dusty already. Complete, good shape, came with the charger. Complete, I mean it has a stylus. This was odd because they originally had $75 on this, and it was sitting on top of the Pokemon game. And I was like, okay, no, I won't pay 75 bucks for it. But I asked, hey, would you go any lower on the 2DS? And how much is the Pokemon game underneath it? And apparently the Pokemon game was with it. They bundled it together. So at 75 bucks, that actually wasn't a horrible price. But then they said they'd do 60 out the door for it. So I thought that's definitely a good deal. Because, I mean, that sort of puts this at more like $30 to $40. And then this at like $20, $25, somewhere around there. So I thought that was a pretty decent price after the fact of them bundling it together and discounting it. And for just not finding really 2DSs, the few I found have been trashed. The corners, because the system is just prone to being damaged. In fact, in like 5 to 10 years, I'll be surprised if you see any that are in really nice shape that were used and didn't come with the box or something, because just the corners get beat up or the screens drop on the floor and get all scratched. Very not the best design for a handheld system, in my opinion. The last few items I have to show you from this past week were actually gifts from someone in the UK, and they're mainly for Katie. Someone by the name of Ali, or Ali, sorry about the pronunciation, contacted me asking what was Katie's favorite Final Fantasy games, and I said anything to do with Final Fantasy 14 she absolutely loves. So she ended up getting 2 14-related gifts. One is the Square Enix Ultimate Member signed lithograph. We took it out and looked at it, but it is packed away in here really nice, so I don't want to mess it up. But it is a picture of a bunch of the characters from the game, and it's hand-signed on the other side, so a very unique, cool piece of memorabilia. And then a little plush Moogle. I believe the character's name is Kuplo Kupo. Cool little black bat wings, really nice quality. So thank you. She says thank you very, very much, Ali, for that. And then I got a controller. It, I believe, came with the Mario Kart 64 bundle in the UK, and it is a black and gray model in really good shape, so thank you very much. Very, very, very much appreciated, Ali. Those are some amazing gifts. And then I guess the only thing I had to show you is the few things I said that I've sort of discovered in the game room or pulled out as we were moving things out, stuff I haven't really touched or seen for at least a year plus. And these are just some of the more cooler, hard-to-find items. Terranigma, the PAL version, complete in the box on the Super Nintendo. And I actually got this while over in Europe at a pawn shop, I think on my second trip over there. It was not my first trip. I think it was my second trip to Europe while on tour. And paid a lot less than what it was even going for at that point, but is a very hard-to-come-by, complete-in-box PAL Super Nintendo game. And then this is just a cool little standee. I love collecting promotional items and small little countertop stand. These are awesome because they don't take up a lot of space. And this one is for The Last of Us, one of my favorites. I wouldn't call it survival horror or anything, but horror-related, action-y kind of games. I like how it has fake vines on it. So that was really cool. And then this is, I've shown it many times in the past, years ago, but this is my prized possession that I hunted down for so long for my collection, and is my copy of Magical Chase. Still do not have the outer cardboard box for it. Don't know if I'll ever get it. Who knows, maybe. Maybe I'll find it at a garage sale, even though I've never found a goddamn fucking TurboGrafx related item at a garage sale. Still, ever. With all the stuff I find. It's kind of crazy, but my highlight piece, I guess, of my collection. Just some things, like I said, that had been packed away I haven't come across. But once we get this new house, I'll have a functioning game room again, enough space to display everything and actually get to it in a timely manner when I want to play it or look at it or do whatever with it. So thank you all for watching. As always, don't forget, be like a furry little bastard here and subscribe, thumbs up the video, and leave a comment down below to enter the weekly game giveaway. And that is it. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Peace.